Yo, yo, yo. Mic check, mic check. Just before we start, just want to make sure everything sounds good. W's in the chat if everything sounds good. Give me a W. Let's go, let's go. Beautiful morning. W's in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure to let everyone that we're live so everyone can come and enjoy this nice stream. I'm just gonna send a quick message to the general channel in Discord just to make sure people can get in case they missed it in the announcements. Oh, am I quiet? I shouldn't be quiet. Am I? Just double checking, triple checking. Too quiet? Maybe? I don't know. Because my volume's all the way up on the... I mean, I can get like a gain. Hold up. Maybe. 1 second. Gain. Let's see. What about now? Should be better. Maybe. Hopefully. Let me know if you guys can hear me well. Alright, so more volume then? I mean, I can give it a little more. I just don't want it to peak. Let's see. Is this better? Let's see. Hello. Welcome to the PixelLab channel. Let's go. Alright guys, so in case you didn't see, we got a new update last week on Character Creator. So first of all, welcome. If you are new, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. We're gonna be working on I'll show my camera in just a second. Let's see. Yo, what's good, guys? Hey, we even got a balloon. Let's see. Yeah, what's good, guys? So, if you guys didn't see, we got a new update. In the Create Character, and it's a pretty cool one, guys. So listen up. You remember you could just create with templates, right? Like you could just text your prompt, blah, 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 and make your character. That's cool. But what if you could bring your own character and animate it and rotate it? Well, we have it, guys. We have the Create from Reference tool. Let's freaking go. All right. So I want to start testing this. With you guys, right? So let's do this. Let's go to Asprite and let's make a couple of characters. Just for reference, we do need to have the character facing south and in an idle position, but still, it's huge. So I'll start with some prompts, but you guys can also give me a couple suggestions. I mean, yeah, give me a couple prompts you would like to see, maybe just to see a couple different characters, maybe your original characters, who knows. And yeah, we'll try different sizes, different styles, and see what it comes up with. So remember, we're doing create from reference now. We're not just prompting. We're making a character, or bringing, like if you have your own character, basically, just bringing it in, importing it. It'll rotate it for you, and then you can animate it. So yeah, let's get to it. I'll start with a 48 by 48 just to see, start small and then go big. Let's see. I'll do a full, wait, hold up. Let me turn this a little bit off. Full body view, top down view, farmer wearing a dark brown hat, overalls, and blue shoes. Let's see. Yeah, I'll try yours, Oleg. One sec. Let's go. Okay, so we got a swordsman. Hold up. Top down view. I'll move this. A swordsman in a cape with a katana. So the thing with weapons, honestly, is that if you have a weapon on the character, then it's kind of harder to animate, right? So I would just try to do like a swordsman in a cape. Maybe give a little more details, like maybe on what the swordsman is wearing, right? I mean, he's wearing a cape, right? But maybe if you want some other details. But then the sword is going to be kind of like hard to animate at first, right? Because I would first animate the character by himself and then like add an overlay, like another layer as the sword, right? So you see it made a sword. So then rotating it and animating it will be kind of hard. But we can try to do just in a cape. I'll just do front facing, top down view. I'll also add, since I want it to be actually top down, and sometimes the model doesn't want to do top down, I'll do visible head from the top. Sometimes that helps, giving it more context. Yeah, exactly. You would need to basically animate the slash animation, right? And then add the sword. But yeah, for example, here, I mean, see, if the sword is on the back, like if it's like, I don't know how that's said, but if it's on your back and not like held on your hand, I think that could be a cool, that could work. That could actually work. So I'm gonna retry it one more time. I kind of like this one. Maybe the sword could be a little shorter, but see here he's holding the sword, but yeah, new camera angle. I mean, here he's like kind of holding it too. It's just confused. So yeah, I would try to avoid the sword in the prompt and swordsman in general, or maybe just like, it really depends. But let's see. A swordsman in a cape, visible head from the top, wearing a knight. What's on today's agenda for tips and tricks? Well, today we're checking out the new update or updates because we got a couple. We got import like character from reference. Sorry. So character from reference, and then we have also remove background, guys. Remove background is like something I've personally been waiting for a long time, and it's here, guys. and it's amazing also. So, yeah, exactly. Sheath on the back, exactly. Wearing a knight armor, sword, sheath on the back. I guess let's try that. Let's try that. But yeah, guys, today's an exciting day, because I mean, if you guys don't like use PixelLab daily, like 24/7 like I do, you probably wouldn't notice like the updates unless we announce them. But now we're gonna see them live, and it's gonna be amazing. All right, so I'm not gonna keep struggling with this swordsman. I'm gonna pick one. Let's see. We can pick this one, and we can just remove that sword. I'm in paint. I mean, I don't know if I love this one. Should we try another prompt? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Actually, let's just start rotating someone, right? Because that's the first thing we want to test. So let me just rotate this guy. Sprite 1111111. Selected frame, and I'll keep prompting for you guys. But so now let's import this. So right, create from reference. Right now we only have humanoids, but don't worry. Quadrupeds are on their way. Of course, you guys know the team is always working like boom, 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 giving you the best. So let's do humanoids, because we got humanoids, right? So we of course should describe our character anyways, because it's gonna rotate, and we need to give it some context, right? So we're just gonna do a farmer, right? Pretty simple. Or maybe a farmer wearing overalls and a brown hat, blue shoes. Try to be as specific as you can. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. The team is always cooking, guys. So yeah, we basically import the character. It estimates the skeleton. And while we wait for that, it shouldn't take this long. Honestly, it usually does it pretty quickly. Maybe it's the character that's kind of wonky. But I'm gonna test another prompt while we wait for that. So a wizard with a lightning spark. Wait, with the lightning spark in a hand. Let's try it. Right? Let's try that. Maybe it gives us something good. A farmer with a katana. Best of both worlds, for real. Okay. Back to the site. And here, as you can see, it estimated the skeleton. You can of course edit it if you don't think it's proper, right? Like you can move it. This one was done well. And then you should of course select the correct camera view, because if you select, let's say, high top down with a character that's literally facing you like directly as a side scroller, then it's gonna give you like the first frame side scroller, and then everything else is gonna be like looking down. So we don't want that, right? So for this guy, I would say he's mostly side scroller, right? So I select side scroller. You have of course the advanced options as you do with the normal create character, but I'm not even gonna touch that. And click generate character from reference. Yeah, let's see it live. I'm not gonna continue in background because this is the first character we're rotating live. So let's see it. Look at that. Look at the servers working and doing the beautiful thing called rotation. And it looks like it's gonna do a good one, honestly. I'm pretty happy with this tool, guys, and I'm sure you guys are too. Like, I know we've all like gotten used to the create character with just prompts because it's pretty good, right? Like it's amazing. But look at this, guys. We just need to clean like one frame just because it didn't remove the full background. Like this, let's literally just check this out. Like, look at my smile. I'm smiling, guys. This is crazy. Look, boom, 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 boom. Here we just get rid of this, and literally we have it, guys. Boom. Maybe we get rid of this pixel, fix 1 or 2 pixels, right? But look at that, guys. We got the rotated character in what, like 20 seconds? Like, what? And then you can animate him. Literally, you can just add your first animation. And let's make him jump out of excitement. And let's do another character while we're doing that. Okay. A sprite. Yeah, so see, in this case, again, I wouldn't do light on his hand or anything. I wouldn't do anything. I would try to be as simple as possible with handheld items. Like, we don't want any handheld stuff, okay? We can have like back accessories, like bags, like backpacks, stuff like that. But we don't want him holding anything, because we want to do that after, like post animation, right? We want to have layers. If you're planning to do like, you know, actual objects in the game, which you can remove or add and stuff like that. So let's try to do, okay, so this character is pretty nice, but I don't want him to have his hand like this. So let's do a wizard idle idle pose. Visible head from above, top down. I just want to specify it's top down because, yeah, ogre battle. What kind of resolution is it? Like, what are the character sizes of those? Because I'm pretty sure it gets up to 160 by 160. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying. Honestly, let's try a bigger character. Let's try 128 by 128, just so you guys can see it live as well. W's in the chat for our amazing new tool. Let's go and share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues, and use it. Okay, so he probably shouldn't be holding his hands like that, but what I will do is I will do a skeleton thingy real quick. This is also something you guys can, you know, try to do now and then. Just estimate the skeleton and repose him, right? Because why not? Pretty easy thing to do. What was it? What was the controls? Okay, whatever. I'll just click that. So I'll just move his hand. W. Let's go. I'll just move his hands like this. And I'll do a new frame. Why not? Huh. What? Why they didn't do anything? Bruh. What? That's wild. That looks like a bug. I'm not sure. Maybe I did something wrong. Did I? No, wait. Yeah, generate pose. So, yeah, that should work. We're live. Let's see if the animations were done. Okay, this guy doesn't want to do it, so I will do the following. I will do this. I will do animate with skeleton. Reference this guy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But yeah, I'm gonna just do this. Yeah. Freeze 1, generate 2, whatever. Oh. And I'll do that. Alright, anyhow, let's check the animation, right? Let's go back. Our character. And there it is. It's jumping out of excitement. Let's go. You can, of course, animate all of the directions. Yeah, no, this is game changing, literally. Okay, there it is. What's up, Spencer? Yeah, guys, try it out right now. While you're watching, open up a new tab and try it with me. And keep giving me prompts. Let's try new characters. I mean, we'll start working on a game and stuff in a bit, but I want to show you all the new updates and, you know, get you guys familiarized with it. So, let's say we like this character. Boom. It's also kind of side scroller again, but I don't mind. I want to keep just rotating characters. So, create from reference. Let's go. Drag him here. Boom. Let's call him Wizard. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, he doesn't have any hands though. That's my bad though. Maybe we can give him some hands. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him just a bit of a hand, just so the model knows where the hand goes. And also, guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing day and a good start of the week. Hope you guys are productive. Hope you guys enjoy this live stream and we can all get better at everything we do every day. Let's go. This guy. I'm gonna try to do it again. Boom, boom, boom. Drop him in. Because now he has hands. Like, it should be easier for the model. I don't know why it's taking so long. It usually doesn't take so long. I'm gonna make another character. I'm gonna do 64 by 64 this time while we wait for that estimation. Let's go, let's go. That's what I like to hear. Okay, let's do Um, let's do policeman. Yeah, let's do a policeman. Why not? Nice. That's a clean policeman. Still not top down, but it's fine. I just love me some top down. But sometimes you don't get that, you know? Okay, we got this guy. And now, again, he's kind of, yeah, he's side scroller. So I'm just going to describe him a wizard. He doesn't need much of a description. And let's rotate him, guys. Although, let me see the comments. I've been using the new animation and characters feature. Is there any way to change the walk to be walk with a gun? Any techniques when trying to make unique animations? So in this scenario, right? The best thing you could do is basically make your own skeletons, I guess. So or maybe even like edit like already made skeleton templates and just, you know, editing them to your liking. But in terms of like holding a gun, right? Like with a gun, I guess that would be more of a in painting plus new layers thing, right? So I'll do this because I want to show that process, you know. Let's say the farmer wants a gun. Right? So I'm gonna download this whole character. Okay. So now that I downloaded that character, let's go back to Sprite. I'm gonna open this guy up. Okay. Okay, so a shotgun, right? So we want to give him a shotgun. So first thing I would do is in paint, right? So in painting, then we would do something like farmer with a shotgun in his hand, right? Second thing I would do is draw something that resembles what I would think would be the shotgun, right? So let's say it's a short barrel shotgun, so we don't complicate it too much for me, right? So let's say he's holding it with his right hand. So I would draw something like, I don't know, something like this. I don't know what a shotgun really looks like from this angle. To be honest, like I have a really bad eye for perspective and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I wish I was better. But yeah, you see I'm making a new layer, right? And basically doing just a simple simple shape. And now I can go to the inpainting layer. Oh yeah, I know I can rotate. I just want the model to give me a top-down guy. I mean, I can also like super highly detailed prompt the top-down. I just want to keep making it work and making it work hard. But yeah, so the shape of the shotgun, right? We give him the in paint area that we want, and here I would do new layer with changes. So I click generate. Let's see. Honestly, I didn't give it an initial image. Let me cancel that. I used initial image. So let's try that now. I mean, it's not that much different from what I did, but yeah. Because also we have a really flat shaded character as well, so I guess I did a decent job. I guess we could just edit it a little bit, and then I'll try to animate. Okay, yeah, fair. I'll try to make a little shotgun first. Let's do 32 by 32. The thing is, a shotgun and side scroller. It's kind of, you know. My shotgun skills. What can I say? Oh, where's our wizard? Is it done? No, it is not. Oh. I also want to keep making characters to rotate, because I don't want to stop doing that. I asked for a shotgun, he gave me a submachine gun. Yeah, we could do a revolver, right? Let's see. I think our wizard got stuck. Oh, that's a nice revolver. Okay, so let's see. The thing is, we're in a side scroller, and I'm doing a front. I'm doing like the in my opinion, like the most like kind of difficult perspective right now. Frontal side scroller for a gun. I don't even know how that works. Like, okay, so could I maybe rotate this? I could rotate the gun. Yeah, basically I would just do a new layer, right? Maybe I could do the side guy instead, the east, right? Yeah, I think that would make life easier for me right now, because I don't want to really think too much. I just want to do stuff. So, right, I get this, boom, boom. I want a new layer, boom. Right, I can then rotate that. I mean, just literally rotate it. So he's like holding it, right? Something like that. That revolver isn't pretty. I would remake it maybe, right? Using create image and initial image. Maybe possibly. There's a lot of experimentation, you know, you gotta do within PixelLab because there's so many ways to do stuff. And sometimes stuff just, you know, works like magic. Sometimes you kind of get to struggle a bit. But that's the magic of anything, right? Learning and stuff like that. Oh, this music is pretty nice too. What does the revolver look like again? Yeah, so it would be like mostly like metal and stuff, right? Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I guess fair enough. Yeah, something like that. So, now that we have a revolver, and we have our character, right? We can make it look like he's holding it, so something like this, right? And if we want to animate that, now comes the fun part, right? So we have the animation, we have the two-footed animation, so we'll work with that, I guess. So we have our revolver, we bring it to the new, I mean, here I guess it would be much easier to do it manually than, but not even that, not even, because we could do it manually to use it as initial image, right? So I would then basically bring this and I don't know, is that held right? No. Maybe rotate it a bit. You know, it has to make sense somehow. The way you're holding it. But then basically it would be for each layer you would have to give it some kind of initial image, right? Like some kind of initial image. So you can then, with either the skeleton tool or the text to animation tool, then you could basically animate them with the reference image. Like if you have this as your reference image, and then I'll show you. It's better to show it than. So you see, I'm copying everything. Yeah, it does look like a saw. But yeah, I'm basically just putting it in each frame. Okay, that's not right. See, like I don't even know how he should be holding the gun. It should be something like this. Yeah. Boom. And then here it'll be completely different. It'll be a different perspective. Hold up. I guess it would be something like this. And again, like I said last stream, don't mind my pixel art. I'm not a pixel artist. I'm just, hey, what is this copy? Okay, no, never mind. I'm just a PixelLab user. Okay, boom, and back here. Oh yeah, layers are a big thing with PixelLab and in painting and stuff like that, you know. Oh, they're delete our character by accident? No. Whatever. So boom, 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 boom. Okay. Wait. Okay. So now I'm gonna bring this guy, the idle guy, right here, to our first frame, right here, and I'm gonna bring the revolver to the second layer, right? And now that we have all of these references, right? We have all of these references with the gun. Okay, I don't like this. The gun should be higher, right? Yeah, something like this. And this should be like a little bit rotated like this, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, now that makes a little more sense. Why is it all moving? What's going on? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know, right? I was confused. I was like, what? Why is everything like offset? Okay. Anyhow. Silly me. Anyhow, now that we have this reference, right? We can go to animate, and then we could go to animate with skeleton, or animate with text. So before, I usually did it with animate with text, like that was way before, and that's also because you could actually describe the object and it would have a little bit more context. But animation with skeleton does a nice job. I guess it depends on if the object is pretty clear and if the model understands what it's animating, or if it doesn't, right? And also, of course, animate with skeleton, you have bigger sizes. With animate with text, you only have, I think, 64 by 64 as a limit. So in this case, I'm not even sure we could use it, right? Let's see. Farmer with a revolver. Jump. Side scroller east. And we would use in painting, right? So we would draw the hands right here where the revolver goes. Right here. And animate with text only lets you do 4 frames at a time. So let's try this. Like I said, I'm not even sure if it'll allow me because of the size, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, you see, it has to be 64 by 64. So you could either try to do like use selection tool to select painting areas, and that could even work in this case, only in this case. But you know, sometimes you just need a bigger canvas. Well, let's try it. Let's try this just to see what we get. So we'll do a new layer, and oh no, new layer with changes. So that way we only get what's in painted. Let's try that. Selection and height. Okay, I haven't selected, I guess. So, I guess that works. Yes. What? Oh, reference as well. There we go. I was trying to animate one arm guy and it kept adding the other arm. Huh. Can you give me a little bit more context? What kind of weapon? What kind of prompts did you use? What kind of tool did you use? Okay, so right here it struggled. Yeah, it gave me the hand and not the revolver. You see? So I guess that is a limitation which we would have to keep in mind, right? Let's try again. And I want to try to enhance the prompt. So farmer with a revolver on his hand, grabbing or holding a gun, holding a revolver. And then we could increase the guidance weight. Right? We can also increase the image guidance weight. I'm just trying stuff out, right? Let's select this. Like I said, objects like overlays, and weapons I think are the toughest. I think are the hardest to like integrate with AI specifically, like with the models, because they are usually overlays, you know, and we first need a character, and then like getting the overlays to merge is basically in painting's job. But then if we want to have it as an actual layer, yeah, I see here it's just making hands. So in this scenario, I would advise to basically do in painting, and then honestly, let's try animate with skeleton. Who knows? Maybe it does better. It might. It actually might. In this case, I would estimate each skeleton, right? But honestly, like I said, I think adding them manually right now is your best bet. Just because I think it would take more time to clean them up, like to clean the AI version up, because a lot of times, as you can see, it gives you hands, right? And not like the actual weapon. I think it depends on the weapon as well. You know, if you're doing a sword, and you're using a lot of initial images with the sword, I think that's a much easier job than like a gun, like in one hand. So yeah, you know, I think that's it. We're finding limitations which will break through, of course, but yeah, you know, it's good to know what you have and what you can work with and what you and what you can expect from the models, just so we don't waste time, right? Because a lot of times we keep trying, and maybe there's an easier way, without having to push the model so much, because, for example, we got all the way to this point. We got a whole character rotated and animated, and yeah, I guess now we just need to make him hold stuff. But yeah, we're getting there pretty quickly. So, oh nice, making keychains of cats. That's cool. So you see, here we have that, and now let's say we want the revolver. We have the in painting. So side scroller. Wait, go to generation. Yeah, because we already have the template. Wait, didn't I estimate all the skeletons? I didn't estimate them all. Are the models good for creating animation of using a weapon with an empty hand? Yes, they are. Right here, I believe in the PixelLab, the A-Sprite templates. I'm pretty sure we do have. Hold up. Go to generation. No, go to add a skeleton. Template. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we have some slashing animations. Yeah, we have stabbing. We have great sword slash, and it does pretty good with them. So you should probably try them out. We'll probably add those to the character creator site as well. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, right now I think we have just those two, maybe a third one. But yeah, here we have like a grab rifle from behind the shoulder animation as well. That's those are things we can definitely use, and then add the layers with the actual weapons, which you can of course then make even more detailed if you make them like by themselves, so yeah, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, back to this real quick. Set reference. We have a reference. We go to generation, side scroller, east, freeze 1, generate 2. Let's see, new layer with changes. Let's see, fingers crossed. Oh, okay, let's do 64 by 64. Yeah, set reference, boom. Yeah, it would be great to add our own templates, right? So let's see. Yeah, you see, it does struggle. So I'd say, as of now, do your weapons manually as layers. Clothing, different story. Like if you want to try and make different clothings for the same character, completely different story, but same process. So I would do reference image and then in paint with any of the animation tools. So I will show that once just so you guys have a reference of it. And then we're gonna go back to character from reference, because I want to keep making new characters and rotating them with you guys. So yeah, let's say we want to change this guy's clothing, right? So I would go to the in paint, then draw over his clothing. One sec, yeah. So draw over his clothing. Boom. And now say a farmer wearing a tuxedo. Fancy. So we in paint that. New layer with changes. I made a character with the same outfit a few times. Basically added the same image and changed the colors. Yeah, that's a way to do it. But let's say you want a different character. I mean, different outfit, right? Say instead of a farmer's outfit, he's going to a fancy party he was invited to, and he needs a tuxedo, right? So in this scenario, this is what I would do, right? We have the new layer right here. It missed that, like the shoe thingy. So I would just paint that shoe real quick, you know, instead of having to redo it just because of that. But right now we have a new outfit, and that way we can, of course, we can edit it, we can fix it, blah blah blah. Make it a woman. We can make it a woman as well. Yeah, we could definitely do that. So let's do that. We have the in painting already. A farmer lady wearing a farmer's dress. Let's do that. Okay, so well, I mean, we need to give her some hair and stuff, right? But anyhow, right? Um, let's go with the tuxedo guy. So let's say we want to. Oh, remember we have the jump animation, right? So, oh, this is north. I want south. South right here. So we have our jumping animation, right? Let's say we want the tuxedo guy to jump as well. So I would go to animate with skeleton. Boom. Set reference. Oh, again, we need to do I think 64 by 64 because we can't do like 70 by 70 or stuff like that. So set reference, and then, well, we could also do it with what's it called? Animate with text. honestly, because we have 64 by 64. But no, we'll deal with this. So we would need to use in painting. We would then draw the in painting stuff, in painting area, like all of this, all of this. So all of this. So basically all of his clothing, right? Oh, let me get rid of this pixel. Boom, boom, and all of this. And again, I know this is, not the fastest way to do stuff. But this is more of if you want to actually have different layers that you can use in a game, right? Because you can, of course, go to animation and make a completely new stuff. Or even do that with the reference thing, right? So you could do animation to animation, use reference image, which would be this. Yeah, set reference image, right? And then you would like farmer with overalls. You would do jump, south, and we have 7 frames, and that way you could just do new layer, and we'll probably get that, But the reason I don't do this for games in general is because so first of all, it gave him the wrong shirt, man. But still, you see, it gives you a nice animation. Oh, I didn't. That's why I didn't. Thank you for the details. Farmer wearing a tuxedo. So yeah, let's try that again. You see, so new layer. I totally missed the description. My bad. Yeah, you would probably get it, right? But you wouldn't have, like, let's say you have a base character, right? Which is what people usually do. We have a base character, even without all these clothing, like, I don't know, wearing some boxers and stuff. And then you could have like multiple different outfits for the same character. Like think Habbo Hotel, that kind of stuff, like customization. That's what I'm aiming for. But if you just want like the same characters but with different outfits and that's it, then I would use the animation to animation, because it's like it's such a good tool. Like, look at that, guys. From this guy, from this guy to this guy, literally jumping with the same outfit. It depends on what you want and how you want to use your assets. So yeah, keep that in mind. Animation to animation is quicker, it's stronger, and amazing. If you want to do stuff more automated, but it doesn't give you the freedom that in painting does with only like the new stuff and the new layers. So that's something just to keep in mind. But look at that, guys. Like boom, boom, boom. Same character. You see? Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. But if you want to do it the old school way, like I said, the manual way, then we would do, I'll do animate with skeleton. Yeah, here we would, no, I won't do animate with skeleton. I'll do animate with text. And let's describe him. Farmer wearing a tuxedo. Set reference image, which would be this guy. And then here you can see everything we in-painted, right? And now we describe the action, jump, and south. Number of frames, well, it's actually like 7, so yeah. Guidance weight, I'll leave it on the default, which is 80. And let's see, let's do new layer with changes. Let's see. See, the animate with text tool does struggle a bit more. First of all, because I think it's like one of the oldest tools. It's like a legacy tool, you know what I mean? So you really have to tinker with it to get like what you really want. You know, like sometimes the colors aren't perfect, and of course you would have to clean a lot up, you know, and redo stuff, etc. Or you could do animation to skeleton, or skeleton to animation, right? Right now, from what we're testing, animation to animation is killer, guys, you know? So if you're not looking for super customizability, go for animation to animation. But let's keep going with animate with skeleton, because we do want some kind of customization, right? Like, I did have this small game prototype with a lot of different clothings and stuff. I'll see if I can find it in a bit. Just so you can see like what you can do, you know. But yeah, let's do hold up, let me, I don't like this. What's going on? Okay, let's do this. Yeah. We've been having we've had the MCP and the API for a little bit now. So yeah, good thing you found it. So yeah, we have to estimate skeletons for each. You know what I mean? So estimate skeleton. The good thing is it estimates it pretty quickly. Alright, so now that I've estimated a couple, let's set the reference, which would be this guy. Alright, and then we would go to generation, side scroller, south, set reference, yeah. Is it keeping my reference? If not, I'll just bring this guy over. I think that's the best thing I can do. Yeah, so I'll bring this over here. Um, yeah, so the MSP is pretty cool because you can basically just call all the tools, while you're vibe coding. You have to leave your vibe, I guess. um, is it right here? Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay. So, set reference. Wait, I'm missing the shoe. The little shoe. Boom. Wait. No, actually, there it is. Okay. Set reference. Now we have our pose. We have all of this, and we can. Yeah, we're gonna use in painting, right? So use in painting, and let's do new layer with changes. Let's see what we get. Yeah, anime with skeleton is much cleaner than, text to animate. And I mean, it makes sense because it's a much newer model, stronger model. But it does take just a little bit of more effort, just, estimating the skeletons and doing that stuff. Brown, yes. Sprite is another software. Is basically a pixel art editor, which PixelLab has an extension for. Same like with Pixelorama, the website. They also have an app. But right now, we only support the website, the web version. So, yeah, you can either buy a sprite or build it yourself. That does take a little bit of time and knowledge. Or you could use Pixelorama, which is free. So yeah. But yeah, as you can see, we did get a better animation this time with that. And then you would just keep going, Keep going and keep going. And like you see, we have only the clothing, That's why we're using the in painting, because that way this is what we need for customization, That way we can just have that. Then we can even change the head, we can change the hat. We can have different hats. We can have glasses. We can have different shoes. We can have different pants, etc. That's the beauty of in painting and doing it with new layer with changes, So, yeah. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome if you're just arriving. We're looking at some updates from PixelLab. Pretty cool updates if you ask me. We got a new import character from reference tool, right? Actually, let's make a new couple characters. Let's go to editor. Let's do it in Pixelorama, so I don't have to switch screens so much from a sprite. This is 64 by 64. Pretty cool. Let's do a full body view of a fisherman. wearing I don't know. I don't know. Wearing red shorts. I don't know. Let's go to advanced options. Yeah. So character creation, yeah, it makes 8 directions directly. In Sprite, you would have to basically rotate it each time, you know? You would basically have to rotate each frame one by one. So that's the only thing. Like the character creator website does it automatically, and in Sprite, you would have to do it manually, kinda. Okay, this character's, let's use it as an initial image. Yeah, guys, also give me a couple prompts so I can try your characters, your ideas, you know? We're testing the new character from reference tool in the character creator website. I don't want this. Wait, I'll do front facing, full body, top down, style, tall. I don't know. I'm trying multiple prompts and stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ask chat to give me a couple prompts. Huh. Where's my chat? There it is. Yeah, I had a couple here, so let's try those. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and another one. Oh, that's a cool character. Let's try that one. Let's try rotating this one. I'm gonna export it. The selected frame. Yeah. Girl. White hair. Yeah. So now that we have her, we would go to the character creator, create from reference. We drag her in. We can copy her, our our prompt. Wait, is that the prompt we used? No, this is it. Yeah. We would copy and paste our prompt, or just describe your character nicely. This is a side scroller again, so let's rotate it. Let's see. Pretty cool stuff. Let's try this guy. While that's creating. Oh, no. I want to do it here. Yeah. Can you use my work to help with your mods? I make fighting game sprites and animations. I don't know. You could probably reach out in the Discord and ask more about that. Let's see. Maybe some prompts for use in Game Boy Studio. Okay, so for Game Boy Studio, I've never used that, so I'm not really sure what the limitations are. But you did say black and white prompts to make a Game Boy game. So in that case, I'm not sure if you were in the Discord asking. Yeah, so 4 shades of gray. So I would say basically, make a limited palette. Make a palette with your 4 shades of gray. And then whenever you create an image, you could put it with limit color used and do color palette. So wait, is the color palette in low spec? Game Boy color palette, low spec. Okay, so let's say we want to use this palette, right? So we could go and copy this link. Wait, I'll copy this. We would go to Pixelorama. We would go to reduce colors. Oh wait, where's the low spec thingy? There's a low spec thingy. One sec. Or is that an A sprite? Hold up. Reduce colors. Wait, where is that? One sec. I'm pretty sure there's a tool. Wait. Where you can download the color palette from low spec and import it right in here. But I'm kind of confused right now. Oh yeah, right here. So in reduce colors, you have the import palette, import from low spec, right? So you can paste the URL here. That would be this URL right here. And then we would go here. Yeah. Boom. Import. Now we have our palette, right? Right here. Same thing will happen in Sprite if you import it. Let me just show you, just so you can be sure of it. So if we go to reduce colors, use palette. No, wait, specify. Wait, where is it? It was here. Huh. It should be somewhere around here. But anyhow, I'll look for it in a sec. So you have your palette right here, and you could use reduce color, and boom. Now you have your 4 shades, you know. And when you create a character, you could also do the same thing. So let's say you're making a policeman, right? And you use limited color used, color palette. You select your color, your palette right here, and create. And it will create like the image in the original colors until it's done. Like while you see it being created, you'll see like, oh, it's making a normal image, but then it'll do post-processing and it'll put it in the color palette. So yeah, I hope that helps. I hope you can make your Game Boy game. Let's go and show it to us. Show it to us in the Discord, please, because it sounds exciting. Yeah, you see? So that way you can just, you know, sometimes it's not perfect. Like, I think it's better if you ask like for flat shaded stuff, you know, flat shaded, cell shaded, etc. So that way it doesn't have so many colors to process and to palletize. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah. Shows your Game Boy game, man. Sounds super exciting. And same like here, for example, it's not giving us a full body, but it's a portrait, and it'll give us a portrait with the color palette. You'll see. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's clean. I like that. That's pretty nice. But yeah, just a couple of fix-ups, you know. Things like this, like just some details that just weren't in the picture in general. So that's more on just the model, not doing perfect stuff yet. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there though. But yeah, hope that helped. So, back to this. Let's see if our character was nicely rotated. Ooh, nice. Look at that, guys. I mean, the east and south, I mean, the east and west could be just a tad bit cleaned up because of the eyes. But yeah, how to do an A-Sprite. Okay, let's go back to A-Sprite. Just to make sure we can find this low spec thing. So in A-Sprite, we don't have, in the reduce colors, it's not there. It's right here in the options button. You see the options button to your top left. Here you go to import palette from low spec. Boom, right? Then we import the palette. We copy and paste the URL or just the palette name. We import it. We can use now and don't save, or save and use, or save as preset. I'll use now and don't save. And now we can reduce colors using our palette, or make new stuff using our palette, right? Or we can make a new image, Wizard of Oz. And we can do color palette. So yeah, it's right here. So instead of looking for it in the reduce colors, go here to the options little button and import palette from low spec. If you want to import it from low spec. Yeah, of course, of course. Feel free to ask any questions, guys. I'm here to help. I mean, I know I've been saying I'm gonna make a game, but I keep getting sidetracked with all of this. And this is sick. That Game Boy palette is pretty nice, yo. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So back to our browser. Yeah, as you can see, guys, the girl rotated pretty nicely. Like I said, only the side views are kind of, the eyes are kind of messy. But that's pretty nice. Like, you can just go and clean her up. See, like right here, I'll just maybe get that a little bit cleaned up. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, here maybe as well, fix it. And then I could just grab this, paste it here, mirror that, and boom. Here. Yeah, it's not like 100% perfect. But yo, like if you have your own character, you just get the whole rotation just like that. And then you can animate it as well. Like that's wild. Who would have thought about that like a month ago, right? It was still a challenge, just getting your character, like your own character, to do stuff, But now we're back. We're back, boys. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I guess this face is just too bright. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, if you don't fix it, it's just gonna look like what everyone calls AI slop, right? I mean, we're getting better and better and better animations and generations and stuff. But I mean, if we want production ready stuff, it's always gonna need help from us. Always, always, always. Like I would never just rely on AI for anything, We always have to be those the judges of what's happening and say like, oh, that ain't right. Oh, I cleaned these up real nicely though. Yeah, I like this one. Nah, I'm getting better at pixel art, guys. No lie. But yeah, cleaning up is essential, and even more if you want to animate it, because if we give it wonky like pixel art to the animation, then the animation is going to be even wonkier, like if we're trying to do a complex animation and the sprite is bad, it's going to be like, help me out, bro. Like the model's going to be like, come on, Can't you at least give me something good to work with, to start with? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Clean up your sprites, people. Here, I'm just gonna rotate that. And right here as well. And boom. Now we have our cleaned up character. And okay, I kind of don't love this one. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's better. Saved character creator. Oh yeah, we can definitely try. You see, now that we have the character from reference tool, it's much easier to do a style consistent characters. You know what I mean? And I'll show you. I mean, I haven't personally tried this because has been out like just for a couple days or like a week mostly, and yeah, I haven't tried that out, but let's do it live together. So first, let me just put it to animate a couple animations, just see how it performs. Let's do walk 6 frames. And now, let's actually, I'll download this as a GIF. I'll go back to Pixelrama, right? I mean, yeah, I'll go back to Pixelrama. I'll make a new thingy, new project. Why can't it load, bruh? That's funny. Okay, 1 sec. So we got a couple different ways we could do this, which are pretty cool. So first, let me import the character right here. So I'm importing as new frames all of our frames, right? So we have this, right? So we got a couple options. Like if you want to make like style consistent stuff, right? We could do, oh, this is exciting. We could do, first of all, we could do edit image, right? That's one thing we could do. We can change her outfit, right? We can change her clothing to angelical dress. I don't know. Let's try that. So here we already have a new character, right? Like that's one way. Okay, that's one way. We could also do change her clothing to change her wings. No, change her dress and wings to fire made dress and wings made out of fire. I don't know. Let's test. We're just testing, you know. Okay, so we got 2 characters now, right? And that's all with just edit image. Sometimes we might not want to use edit image, but anyhow, let's say we do have edit image and we want to let's not complicate it so much. Let's change her clothing to a nurse outfit, right? We can also change her hair. You know, we can change specific stuff. Okay, so yeah, there we have the nurse. Let me just fix this. Okay, cool. So now that we have the nurse, we can like actually just we could drag her and import her, right? So we could export this, just a single selected frame, right? Export that, and then you come here, create from reference, drag her in, nurse, side scroller. It's gonna estimate the skeleton. You know, sometimes it just takes a while. I don't know. Sometimes it depends on the character, honestly. Like if the character is pretty clean, it gets it right away. If the character had like some pixels that are like, oh, what's this and what's this? Is this an eye or is that an ear? You know, I think that's where. Okay, there we go. So yeah, nurse, generate from reference, and that way we should have basically style consistent characters, you know? If you want to make him, make it a man, right? You could in paint as well, like man with a mohawk, side scroller, south, new. You can modify current layer, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna in paint the hair. And boom. Let's see. See the other character. Okay, it's in the works. But yeah, I hope you can see the potential of and how to get the consistent characters. We have multiple options. Like if you really want to get like super detailed, you could do in painting, and not rely fully on like edit image. But yeah, you have edit image if you just want to get a whole new thing, without doing many steps. But sometimes it might miss. Just be aware of that, you know. Then we have in painting, which is the strongest tool. You can change anything and everything about a character. And here, as you can see, we're gonna get a new head and a new haircut. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And as you can see, we got a rotated character. I should have probably cleaned it up much more, because you see it gets like different shades on the skin and stuff, but you can fix that with palletizing as well. And then clean the rotations up a bit and stuff. But yeah, style consistent, good stuff. And yeah, here we have the this dude. I guess I could, you know, yeah, this and that, boom, 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 whatever. You get the idea, right? Boom, boom. We got all of this. We can change its clothing again, of course. We can just do outlines here instead, you know, to keep it consistent. Stuff like that. I'm telling you guys, so much to do with pixel art. I know he's kind of sad. But yeah, I hope that answers your question on style consistency. And yeah, what else? Another thing I wanted to show you guys, I can keep rotating characters in a second, but another thing I wanted to show you guys is the remove background tool, which is pretty cool. You'll see. One sec. Let me go to Sprite. Boom. Let me get rid of all of this. Yeah. Yeah, I want to rotate this policeman, right? Did I export him? Yeah, I did. Let me import him real quick. Hold up. Policeman. La polizia. Policeman. Side scroller. Okay, back to Sprite. So, what I wanted to show you guys. Yeah. The character. I mean, not the character. The background remove tool, guys. Guys, we're evolving. Like, we're actually evolving. Hear me out. Let's go and try to create, I don't know. Let's say you want to create assets for a map, right? You could, of course, use the create image medium to XL, and let's say we want, I don't know, a wooden barrel, top down game asset. Right, let's see. I just want to test stuff before I show you the remove background tool. Yeah, maybe let's also try multiple wooden barrels. A sprite sheet of multiple wooden barrels. Let's try that as well. You see, like this works, right? And this model works because it has the remove background thing, like the checkbox, right? Let's say we want to make a building. We want to make, because we love buildings, don't we? We love buildings. Let's do a top-down farmhouse building in style of Stardew Valley. So as you know, the create medium to XL model isn't like specifically trained for maps, right? So it would give you stuff like this, right? It would give you, like, I don't know, isometric terrains with a house and or stuff like that, right? But the map tool, like the map creator tool, that does have like more training on maps, map assets, buildings, map details, etc. Right? Because this one can do a ton of stuff like portraits, all kinds of stuff, right? But the create map tool is like specifically to create maps. I mean, you could prompt other stuff and you'll get them, but it will try to make a map somehow, right? So let's take this prompt, let's go to map and create map with Pixflux, right? I'll do height top down, and as you can see, we don't have no remove background checkbox right here, right? So usually we would get like a full-on composition of a image of a map, and then we would have to, if we like something from that image, we would have to manually remove stuff, and it would be all of pain and stuff like that, right? But now we have the remove background tool, guys. We have it. It's finally here. And let's just wait for this map to create, and I'll show you what I mean. So you see how this like instantly gives you like more of an actual map, you know, an actual, like, it looks like a game asset. Like, that's a pretty house, right? So to remove the background, we would have, like, before this update, we would have to come and be like, oh, I need to get rid of this, and then get rid of this, and then select everything, you know, delete it, and then, oh, these corners, oh my god, what a pain. You have to clean all of this up, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. Did you hear me? Not anymore. We have the remove background tool. Look at this. So I'll bring everything back, right? I'll bring all of this back, and we'll go to remove background. Boom. Now we have two types, or two modes. We have the simple, which will remove anything that it assumes is a background. So let's say right here, I would assume it will remove the ground, only the ground, and it'll leave the trees and the house. So let's try that. Okay, so it even left the dirt path, right? I mean, that's an easy fix. Okay, but you see, it left the foreground objects. But guys, if we do the complex one, and then we just say like farmhouse, that one does remove it much better. Like, it actually, like, you can specify the object you want to be removed or separated from the whole map or from the whole image, which I think is pretty crazy, pretty wild. So let's see, maybe this one fails, who knows? Because it's not like super, like, even the house is not finished. It has, like, it's missing a little bit on the top. Yeah, you see. Okay, that was a complete failure, but let me try. hold up. Centered. Yeah, trust me, it does work. It's just that the image I showed it with was just not it. It's funny sometimes. Yeah, I know. Centering is definitely, yeah. When you guys want to separate stuff, try to have it in the center of your canvas, because that way, it won't get so confused. So yeah, let's try this now. Remove background, farmhouse, new frame. Look at this. Oh, we're in Q position too. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's see. 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 Give me the house. Give me the house. 3, 2, 1. Too slow. You see, guys? Did you see that? Did you see the did you see that? Did you see that? Guys, we have the asset separator. Like the asset separator, literally. Like hold up. So we've had that as a feature internally, like, you know, when you create images, it usually just removes the background for you when you ask it to. Like, we had that checkbox, right? But we've never had just a remove background like tool, you know? So this is completely, in my opinion, game changer. Because I mean, you can do anything, like top down. I don't know, let's do church building. It's wild. Like, it's wild, guys. Look, you see that church right there? I'll remove the background and you love it. Just wait for it. Aw, it didn't get the top. I guess I could just, like I said, center it. Let's see if that helps it a bit, you know. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it gets too like too inspired in removing stuff, I guess, you know. But hey, it removes everything, yo. It removes everything. Let me get some other prompts. Oh, look at our policeman. Hold up, I want to show you this. I rotated our policeman, and of course it needs a little cleanup, but hey, it did a nice job, y'all. This import character is just crazy work. What was I gonna do? Yeah, I want some buildings. Give me some buildings prompts. Same deal. All right, let's try this prompt. Oh, what happened to my... Okay, let's try this. Create map. Let's do that. Base sprites. There we go. Okay, that's a nice isometric building. So let's remove the background from that. Yes, 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 yes. We can make actual stuff now. It's so clean. Like, we needed this badly. Like, guys, these two updates I think are like so big for game development, like to be easier and faster. Like now we can actually have, look at that. That's so clean. Like what? 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 That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I don't get it. It's I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Like the team is wild. So yeah, it's crazy. Let's try another prompt. Let's try another prompt. Let's do this one. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Also, let me know any questions you guys might have, you know. We're out here, we're live answering any questions you might have, you know. We've covered a lot of things. um we'll keep covering. We got a little bit more time. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to ask. I don't bite. Look at this. Okay, so this is a pretty clean building, right? So, guess what? We can get the background removed. Oh, let's go. Nah, that's crazy, yo. The price for A-Sprite, I think it's like $20. I think you can buy it on Steam or on their original website. I think it's like $20. It's not a subscription. It's a one-time purchase. That's for A-Sprite. But yeah, if you don't wanna pay those $20, I'd say just go with Pixelrama. You know, it's still pretty fire, and it has some things that A-Sprite doesn't, like the shading tool. I'll always make sure to mention that shading tool. It's pretty sick. What's up, Daniel Wu? Welcome to the stream. Try an icy igloo. Yeah. One sec. I'll try that. One sec. Let me just get a prompt for that. A nice little pretty prompt. Yes, sir. Let's go to map, create map, boom. Let's get it. Oh, yeah, Daniel Wu. Yeah, I'll show you right now. We actually have a tool called Edit Image, that basically lets you edit that character. But first, let me show you this remove background tool with this nice igloo or igloo. I think it's called igloo, right? Let's remove that background real quick. Oh my god, that's so nice. Like, I can't express how happy this makes me. You know, it's so crazy how one tool can just make your life easier. um yeah, it's igloo, right? Yeah. Okay, so Daniel, let me show you how we can reimagine already made sprites, right? So let's say we have this guy, Naruto. Let's say we want to reimagine him, right? Let's say we want to want to change his clothing and hair, right? But keeping the same shape. Change his clothing to a red Street Fighter outfit, and his hair to black. And if we click generate, a brief story about PixelLab. Man, honestly, like I can tell you a brief story, like from my point of view, you know, which would be like from user to working with them, you know. But I've seen it grow. I've literally seen PixelLab grow from like its first tools, which we were all like still, oh my god, we can make pixel art with AI? That's wild. To today, which we get this, guys. Like, you know, it's pretty crazy. Oh, wait. Hold up, Daniel. One sec. Because this is upscaled. This is an upscaled image. Hold up. We don't want to do that with upscaled images. No. Okay. Let's say we got our policeman, right? Right here. So now, let's say we want to change his clothing to red Street Fighter and his hat to a farmer hat. Now we can do that. This is just one tool, Daniel. Just one tool. I'll show you a couple. So this is like the easiest. Just prompt it and get something different, you know. Just with a prompt, no manual stuff. Yeah, as you can see, with just a prompt, boom. Okay, yeah, let's show how to resize the image. Okay, one sec. Okay, so first of all, this is 240 by 240, so I would assume I did it by 3, like 3. I multiplied it by 3, right? So if you know how much you upscale it for, you can just go to sprite size and just divide it by the number you did, right? And that way we get the sprite. If not, you could use our unzoom pixel art tool, which we have in PixelLab right here. You can click unzoom pixel art and just hit unzoom. Oh, this is too much of a small sprite for unzoom. But if you have a super big sprite, like more than 256 by 256, yeah, you can just click unzoom sprite with like ChatGPT sprites you get, you know, because those are like pretty big upscaled pixel art images. But yeah, in general, you can always try to just if you don't know the exact size it was multiplied to, you can always try and get different sizes, you know, until you feel like that's the right one. Yeah, let's increase the canvas size to 256, and that way we can unzoom pixel art. Look at this, boom. Unzooming. And there it is. It made him a little bit chubbier, which honestly I think is better. But yeah, there it is. So now, so just to finish off with Daniel, just to show him how we can keep the same, you know, same thing, and just make another character, or or enhance the details and stuff like that. So let's say we have this, but we want it to be more detailed or different, but keeping the same shape or keeping the same initial thing. Let's say we want Naruto. Simple prompt. I mean, whatever. I'll use initial image, right? And now you can play with the initial image strength. I'll keep it in like 160 something, 160. Yeah. That way, you click new frame, yeah, output method, and generate. Okay, let's crop that. So RTube asked, can you take a black and white or black/white shape like a rectangle and fill that rectangle with pixel art of a treasure chest or whatever, and it stays within the rectangle like control net in stable diffusion? I'm pretty sure I know what you mean, I think. But basically, I'm assuming you're talking something like similar to initial image, right? It keeps the shape, and you can make other stuff with that shape, right? I'm guessing. I'm not like, don't quote me, Like, if you want, give me a little bit more context, because I haven't used much of control net and stable diffusion. But yeah, Daniel, this is how you can like create similar characters, stuff like that. You could also use image to image with depth, like, and that basically gets the depth and the pose of your character, and it makes new ones. So yeah, let's see. Naruto again. Naruto. Let's see. So yeah, you see, you can use different tools and get different outputs, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, hope that helps answer your question. So let's go with RTube's question, which would be, can we just make some doodle, a rectangle like this, and it makes an object, right? Something like that, like based on this. Let's try it. Let's say we want a top-down wooden chest. Let's use initial image. Let's do it really low, really super low. Let's see. Okay, so Daniel, I already talked about this like right on this stream. But yes, there's a way to do it for animations as well. Like, we have multiple tools, one called animation to animation, which lets you, for example, give it a reference image of your character, and then it can basically, like, if you fix up a character, right, like we did right now, and you have an animation that you want to have that new character with, then you could use the animation to animation tool using your new character as a reference, and it will use the same frames you did with like from your sprite sheet, and it will basically make new sprite sheets with your new character. I'll show you in a second. But let me just keep trying this. As you can see, we got like kind of a isometric. Yeah, it will keep the shape better. The initial image strength was too low, so let's try with 95. You see? Yeah, it was the initial image strength. It depends like how much you give it, you know. Like here it was too strong, I guess. So I guess we gotta find a perfect middle ground. Yeah, you see, this is a little better now. So you gotta find the perfect balance of the initial image strength to keep the shape, and then yeah, it's definitely possible. It's just a lot of tinkering just to get the perfect settings, you know. But when you do get it, it's pretty cool. But yeah. Okay, so let's go with Daniel. Yeah, let's try an animation, right? So let's say, wait, I have this quick animation of the farmer we made. So we have this jumping animation, right? It's not perfect, but don't worry, it's just for an example. Actually, let me see if I can grab another animation just to test it better. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab this one. There's a couple off pixels. I'm just fix that real quick. Okay, so we have this as a reference, right? Cool. Let's say we want to change her outfit, right? Let's grab the actual, this one, the idle pose, right? And let's say I want to change her clothing to a I don't know, to a nurse outfit. First thing that comes to my head. And her hair to black, right? Yeah, once you get to use the tools a couple of times, you know, once you get to know the quirks and the stuff, you feel like you're the best. Because it's so good. It's so good. You just need to know what to use, when to use it, and you'll be good. Okay, this kind of changed the perspective a little bit. Let's retry one more time. These are pretty nice though, either way. But I do wanna change it like perfectly. So, you know another thing that we can do, guys. Instead of edit image, there's another kind of hacky way we can change the character. If we go to animation, we can just literally just not use a reference. We can just do 2 frames, right? We can just copy this. We have these 2 frames. We can do a girl with black hair and a nurse outfit. Yeah, she's a nurse. Let's do a new frame. Let's see. It should give us another character, basically, with the same shape. It should. Oh, I didn't even change the camera view and stuff. That was my bad. But it should still do it. I'm pretty sure. Move this here. Yeah, I guess they're never gonna be like super perfect, but yeah, I guess that does work. Yeah, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, give a W in the chat, say hello to the team. You know, it's not only me; they're probably here watching and checking out what you guys are saying and feeling the love. So yeah, okay. So we got this nurse character, whatever. Right, that works. And now, we would go here, boom. We do animation to animation, use reference image, right? Yeah, we describe the character, describe the action, and we put the settings like the direction and stuff. We set how many images we're doing. So right now, since we have 96 by 96 as a canvas size, it only allows you to do 4 images by time, 4 by 4. So we'll do new layer, and let's see, guys. Let's see. This should be RGB. This should work. Should be good. So as you can see, it's generating the walk animation with our new character. Basically taking the same thing from here and replicating it with our new character. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. It will definitely keep the consistency. And there you go. See, I mean, we could do it then with the last 2 frames, right? Which would be these. And then modify current layer. Then we should have our full walking loop. While that's generating, we could maybe just fix a couple pixels here and there. Get the colors right for each. Boom, boom, boom. And of course, we could palletize it because, like here, the face is kind of all grainy and stuff. When the original really still is. Yeah, should have probably cleaned it up before animating it. But you guys already know that. It's something we have to do. Clean your sprites. Clean up your sprites every single time so you don't have to clean a full animation after. You know what I mean? Like, clean your stuff up, guys. This goes to me too. Like, I'm talking to myself as well. But yeah, see, like, of course it's not 100% perfect. Like here in the hat, we can fix it up a little bit and stuff. But yeah, man, I hope that answered your question, Daniel. We can definitely do consistent characters and remove backgrounds. Let's try to rotate this real quick. I don't know if it'll fit. Nah, I don't know if we can rotate 256 by 256. Pretty sure we can't. Yeah, nah, not yet. Not yet, though. We probably will someday. Yeah, let's try another map real quick. I want to keep testing out the background removal tool so you guys can see how cool it is. It's so cool. No, yeah, I mean, we can definitely change the canvas size, but it has to be 128 by 128. So the igloo won't fit, you know? Same with this house, for example. Like, let's try to remove the background for it. And yeah, it's just too big. Well, Sleeper, honestly, you know, pixel art video is just a bunch of animations together, you know? And I mean, you could do a character video, you know? You could do like, oh, that's clean. I guess we just missed these right here, but that's still super clean. Wow, that's amazing. But yeah, I guess videos is just characters and backgrounds animated. So we're just missing the backgrounds being animated. So we'll get there eventually. I mean, I still don't think like full AI like pixel art video, like just generating a video. I don't think that would be even cool to have, because you want to make your manual stuff, right? You want to have your own characters. You want to have you want to edit your own backgrounds, your own maps and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, we're getting there sooner than later. Pretty cool house. Let's try another one. Let's see. Let's try another little prompt. Yeah, guys, this works with, of course, buildings, as you can see. But, you know, it works with any asset, like any object. If you want to have chairs, you can just prompt chairs and remove the background and have really nice game ready assets. True. But yeah, this is just so nice. We just remove the background from this, and it's perfect. I mean, you guys saw it's not like 200% perfect. Like sometimes it'll miss, but hey, I love this. I know, right? It's pretty nice. Oh, well, here it missed the full thing. Let's see if it works better with the simple one. With the simple background rotation, you know? Maybe it just got confused. I don't know. Like the simple background rotation should remove just the background and not the path, which works as well, you know? Yeah, exactly right. But this is still a really nice asset. Like now you could honestly just get rid of these, you know? But yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, cool. I think we've covered a lot. We've covered a lot. So maybe we can just chill and try to start our little game. So maybe something chilling, you know. Let me go back to the PixelLab website. And I mean, we were making this on our last stream, but I don't know. I feel like we could start over. We could start with a new character. We can start with a character from reference, maybe. You know, do something cool. Got a ton of tile sets we could work with. So yeah, what do you guys think? I'm thinking we should, of course, make a top-down game. I was saying like maybe like a Kiki delivery service type, simple. You know, you deliver mail to other NPCs and do dialogues and maybe some simple combat. You know, but yeah, maybe we can start with a little character. I mean, I also want to show you this little map. Will I upload these tile sets for us to use? I could upload maybe the new ones I make for you know, for this actual the actual game we make and stuff like that, so you guys can follow along as well. But honestly, like, you know, feel free to make a lot of assets. Like, look, my prompts are pretty simple. For example, I'll show you my prompts right here. For example, highly detailed wooden plank with different tones of wood is like the most complex I will get with tile sets. But here, like I just said, water, you know, highly detailed cobblestone, highly detailed grass. Like sometimes we do flat shaded, you know, flat shaded ice, flat shaded snow. You should get pretty good results. Like these are all, you know, just by prompts, literally. Like some I might clean up a little bit, you know, or palletize or do whatever, you know, but all of these were just by prompts. I didn't even like edit them much. So yeah, for example here, dark dungeon floor and lava, pretty nice. But yeah, let's try to do something. Let's make a character. I want to have it be not too big because I don't want to make a big map. But who knows? we'll go with the flow. Let me go back to A sprite. Boom. Yeah, for sure. So let's do 48 by 48 canvas size, just to be safe. Let's do okay, let's actually I'm gonna get chat to give me a little prompt. I don't want it to be that tall, so I'll just do this. Yeah, something like that. I actually want it to be a little bit more, something like this. I'll remove the back. No, what? What am I saying? I'll use initial image. Let's do like 160. So yeah, I'll make this character. I'll import it. I'll rotate it, and then we'll start making a little map. A little nice map. Let me fix her face. What's wrong with her face? I don't know if I love this. I mean, it's not bad. It's kind of retro. Nope. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna export her. Actually, let me just reduce colors real quick. Auto. That's too much. Let's do specify colors. Still too much. Let's do 20 now. 22. Oh no, that's not it. Okay, here. No. 20, 39, 29. Okay. I guess. I just wanted to make sure we don't have no weird pixels, you know. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't have to buy a sprite. But you can definitely buy it. You can also use Pixelorama, which is also like it gives you the same functionality, you know. Just a different interface, a little bit different, you know. But let's export this neon girl. Let's go back to the web. Let's create from reference. Boom. And let's copy our prompt. Right here. And this, what, low top down? Yeah, I guess. Let's try one more. I'll try create small to medium character. Let's do high top down. Oh, you're not seeing this. That's a pretty nice character. But I want it to be idle. Yeah, we're still not. I mean, I want to get a just standing guy, but I guess it doesn't want to make one. Let's try one more. Let's see how this turned out. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I think it's like still too tall of a character, if you know what I mean. Um. Okay, I like this one. I just wanna like do this honestly. Um. Yeah. Let me just delete this. Copy and paste this. Something like that. Hey, Eric Kang, thanks for stopping by, man. Let me know if you got any questions. We're here to help, you know. Now we're just chilling. We're making. I mean, we're gonna try to make a little game. Wait, let me just change this music. All right, we're back to lo-fi. um, but yeah, wait. Back here and back to A Sprite. I wasn't showing you this character. Look at this, guys. Pretty nice, right? I think we can use this as our main character, maybe. Kind of like it. It's pretty sweet. Let's see. Just fix these. Boom. We can reduce the colors a bit. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we can give him these eyes like this. Let's export it. And let's import it here. Create from reference. Drag our neon guy. I'll copy the prompt real quick. Paste it here. Also, remember you can ask any questions, guys. Don't feel afraid to ask. Here to oh my god, this skeleton is taking forever. And the character is not even that difficult to estimate. I would assume, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I can give him some other shoes, something, I don't know. There it is. Nice. Now let's rotate it. Oh, it's based on the queue. Okay. Good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, Daniel. Right now it only works for humanoids, but it will be available for quadrupeds eventually. It's in the works, but this is pretty recent, so yeah, use it a lot. And meanwhile, you can use the create character tool to make animals. In case you didn't know, we have the create from template, and we can make any kind of these quadrupeds like bear, cat, a dog, a horse. Here you can see the preview, like the preview 3D thing, or a lion. You can make a lion as well. And yeah, let's make a horse real quick. Beautiful horse. Let's try that. Let's do 96 by 96. Just so y'all can see, in case you didn't know, we got animals as well. Let's see our character. Okay. Kind of rotated it too flat, I think. Maybe just a tad bit. But honestly, we could try this. We could try to clean it up with Pixelorama. So we could try to do animation to animation. Boom. We do 8 frames. Oh, we can do, we can do 8 frames. Use this as a reference. Rotate and copy our prompt. And camera view, high top down, new layer. Let's see. Cause I mean, these were okay, but this one was like more detailed in the hair. So maybe this can help. Meanwhile, our horse is being made. Ooh, we got the queue going up. That's good. It means you guys are using the tools. Let's go. Well, the queue is kind of slow right now, so sorry about that. But it's getting there. Hold up. We're still in A sprint. There we go. Let's see, our horse should be done. Okay, cool. Yeah. Just needs a little cleanup on the north. to give it that hair. But yeah, pretty nice. And that's a big horse too. It's I think we did it 96 by 96. Yeah, but you can do different sizes, of course. 64 by 64, 48 by 48, bigger as well. Let's try a bear. Let's try a panda bear. Just so you can get a little grasp on the tool while we're waiting on this. Yeah, I think this is gonna be nice. Hopefully. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a better rotation in general. And that's awesome, guys. I mean, we always have other alternatives. Like if we got a little bad rotation with the create reference from reference, if it needs like more shading or whatever, we can use animation to animation with the same rotation and basically just get an enhanced rotation, basically, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So let's see. Yeah, that's nice. So what I would do in this case, I would basically get the palette from this guy. So get from current sprite, neon guy, whatever. Boom. And now I would palletize or reduce colors, right? Go to reduce colors, use palette, neon guy. Boom. And I would do that for each frame. So that way we keep it consistent. And of course, we can clean some of this up. Remember, I always suggest to clean your sprites up, no matter what. Always clean them up because it'll look better when you're making your game. Because remember, pixel art is usually zoomed in games, so we don't want to have stray pixels running around and just a mismatch of colors and stuff. Of course, you could do it. You could do a heavier reduce colors. Like right now, I'm just doing it for the sake of showing the example. But for actual, for actual production value, you would definitely just clean a lot of this up, or just reduce a lot of the palettes. Like sometimes people just do that, and just risk it. Just have a super limited palette and go for it. I wouldn't recommend that though. Okay, so we can get rid of this guy. Here we can clean it up a bit. Yeah, for the sake of time, I'm just gonna wait. For the sake of time, I'm just gonna copy and duplicate some frames and stuff like that. But yeah, clean your sprites up, guys. Okay, so we got this guy. We can get this guy rotated. Boom. We have this guy as well. We can have him here rotated. And let's see, let's clean this guy up. Okay, Boom. Boom. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Daniel. Yeah, we'll probably do this once a week, and yeah, I'll let you. I mean, hope to see you back. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you back again here. And yeah, let's see. I'll just copy this guy, put him right here, and yeah, let's save that. Wait, let me switch back to the layer 1, because they should all be in the layer 1, and save the character creator. Let's go. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, now let's animate this guy. Wait, let me make sure, cause I want to make sure this guy is in the same palette. Yeah, he is. Okay, cool. I was just making sure. Cool. So let's add our new animation. Let's do idle, because right now I actually want to start importing stuff to Godot and stuff like that, you know. So yeah. I'm also gonna queue up a walk animation. Yeah, we can try a 6 frame. I mean, the sprite is pretty small, so we could do a 4 frame. But nah, let's do a 6 frame just because we can. Why not? And meanwhile, I think we can go ahead and start checking out a map. Oh wait, let's see. A panda bear. that's yeah, that's a panda bear. It's a different kind of panda bear, but it is one. Nice. Cool. So maps. Let's go to maps. Let's make a new map. And let's do this tile set. I don't know. I just chose a random one. Hey, welcome, El Chavo Chido. Bienvenido, bienvenido. Alright, so let's say we got this character right here. Yep. Cool. So now, let's see. Yeah. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, the team is doing an amazing job. Really, it's crazy. All right. So since we have our character right here, why don't we make a little tree right next to him, right? Right. A little nice tree. Let's refine the in paint area. Is it something like this? I don't want it to be so big. Maybe something like that. And maybe we can just do this. I don't know. Beautiful tree in a forest next to the guy. Let's see. Oh, I was muted. But yeah, these animations are pretty sick. Look at that. As soon as we get them all done, I'm going to import them to Godot. And we're going to start walking on in the map and stuff. Let's go. Yeah, for example, I can clean this up. Meanwhile, while we're waiting. Yes, I muted on purpose. But I did not unmute. I mean, I didn't stay muted on purpose. I thought I unmuted. Okay. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so I can have right here. Huh. Yeah. Anyways, did we get our tree? No. Where did our tree go? Oh, we didn't make one. That's a shame. Yeah, totally. Oh, what happened to his face? But yeah, guys, always clean up your sprites. You know, this is the most, I guess, the most boring part of all of this process. You know, of making assets with PixelLab. But this is mostly for the animations. Like the animations are the ones that need the most love. Cause I mean, animations are, you know, they should be all tight, and you know, they should all be consistent and have like all the same colors and stuff like that. But since we're dealing with pixel art, you know, the models, I mean, they're getting better and better and better and better and better, but still needs manual help. So always fix your assets, unless you want to get called out by someone and just say that you're making slop. You know, that's it. We just want to make sure we have a good product in our hands. And of course, maybe sometimes that's out of our skill set, you know? Like even for me, it's kind of difficult to make sure every sprite is like perfect. Cuz I mean, there's some pixel artists that do this without any help. but the more you do it, the more, you know, the more, I mean, the better you're going to get. The more you do it, the better eye you will have for what you need to fix. Like inconsistencies, you don't usually see that a lot of times, and that's why you're not used to it. But if you get used to seeing a lot of things that you need to fix up and you fix them up as practice, you'll know like what to do each time. You won't have a bad time with it. You just get through it and keep making your game, which is the goal of it all, right? We just want to make nice games, but getting a lot of sprites made and stuff like that is sometimes just difficult. So yeah. And like I said, I'm not making these like perfect, because I mean, I'm just trying to get them as close to something I would use at least in a prototype, Okay, so I want to get rid of these. Yeah, that should make more sense. Oh no, what? No. Okay, now this is it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. So we have the north, kinda. The northwest is decent. I could just clean it up a bit. The west is decent. East is decent. Needs a cleanup. Southwest is decent. Needs just a little cleanup. Northeast is decent. Yeah. Okay, cool. These idle animations are kind of funny though. Let's try to redo it. This southeast though, idle animation is fire. I think that's one of the most nicely done ones. It's pretty nice. Okay. Let's go back to the map. Okay, it made a tree. I'm just not sure I love this tree. We could edit it though. Do I like this? Do we love this? Maybe not. I don't love it. I like the trunk. I just don't like this. What's going on the top? Let's see if we can edit it. Yeah, so first thing I would do is just get rid of all these ugly pixels. Literally just paint over it. And maybe just maybe make a tree. Nah. I mean, I can just leave it like that. That's better than what it was before. Yeah, if we refresh, there we have a tree. Could be definitely better. But let's keep making something else. Let's make a house. Yes, I can definitely do that. Let's try that. Let's go back to Pixelorama. Right? And here, like, we just gotta remember the canvas size, because it has to be a certain canvas size so we can in-paint and stuff. So let's remember that 92 by 117, right? I'll write that down so I don't forget. 92 by 117, right? So now I'll just resize the canvas to 128 by 128, right? And I'll basically create a map. Or no, I'll inpaint. I'll inpaint since you want to keep the trunk, you know. So let's draw on the inpainting layer all of this. Boom. Make sure we covered it all. Yep. Now we do the prompt. Top down, beautiful tree. Let's do a new frame. And as you can see, yeah, it keeps the trunk. And now it gives us a new top. Okay, yeah, we got a comment from the team saying it's better if you have the tree in the center. Honestly, I kept it this way just because so I can bring the canvas back easily, back to the number we had. But yes, that is true. If we center the tree right here, and we inpaint, we move the inpainting, right? Boom. Now we can do the same thing, and yeah, we got a decent tree. But yes, definitely you can inpaint the foliage or the trunk or whatever you want. You can even, like, you know, inpaint little details here and add, I don't know, apples, whatever, fruits, anything. Yeah. As the team said, much better if it's centered. So, you know, so the tree is also like fully centered. Yeah, it came out a little crooked because it's probably trained a lot on centered trees in a canvas, you know. So it tried to put the leaves in the center while the trunk was on the left. So that's why. But if you gave it an initial image, it will do the job for sure. So yeah, now we would just move it back here, I guess, and resize canvas. What was the size? 92 by 117. Boom. And now we save to map workshop. Refresh. Hey, where's my object? Oh, hold up. Yeah. Right here. Save to map workshop. And refresh, and there we go. Of course, we can fix it up. I mean, this isn't perfect. We have this like cut up a bit and stuff. But yeah, it's a good example of just how you can edit it. Hope that helped, and hoped, you know, you got the grasp of it. Anyhow, let's see how the animations are doing. I think I'm probably gonna end the stream in like 10 minutes. So I'll try to do some stuff before we end. Okay, let's say we're okay with these animations, right? I mean, I'll clean them up probably next stream with y'all, you know, just so you can see the whole process of how we would actually go about making the game, and not just like random example assets, you know? But since I want to actually just get it in the game engine, at least, let's do this. Let's make a Godot project. I'm gonna open Godot. One sec. Let me put the screen. Yeah. From afar, they look alright, but they could definitely be cleaner. So we got Godot right here. I'm gonna make a new project. I'm gonna call it Courier Game. I don't have a name for it yet, so it doesn't matter. We'll use a compatibility mode and we'll create it. Yeah, I'll create it on my desktop and boom. Okay. Now let me put the screen again. Hold up. There we go. All right. So we're in Godot and I want to import my character. We could definitely just export right here, right? And drag it in the project. Which is completely fast and easy to do. Or we could use our MCP. So I'm gonna do that because I'm lazy and I wanted the game to do something already. So I'll go and I'll make a new terminal. Hold up, let me show my whole screen right now. Display capture. And I want to display this. Okay. So I'm in my terminal right now. I'm gonna use Claude Code. I'm gonna use the dangerously skip permissions. Oh wait. Actually, I'm not gonna use the MCP because I'm in another account with my where I made this character, so I would have to connect my account. So let's export it. I'll use the MCP on next stream. And if you want to see how to use the MCP, check out the video. We have a full video on how to use the MCP and vibe code using PixelLab, Claude Code, and Godot. So now that we downloaded our character, right, I'm going to unzip it and I'm gonna drag it into our game folder, like a project. Here I'm gonna make a new folder just called assets, just so we can be a little more organized. I'll drop it in there, and now we have everything right here, right? So basically now we want it to be coded in, like we want to actually be able to use a character, right? So what I'm gonna do is now I am gonna use Claude Code with dangerously skip permissions. And now I'm gonna tell it we're in Godot 4.4, which is the version I'm using. You can use another version. The latest one is, I think, 4.6. But anyhow, we're using Godot 4.4, and we have a character asset with idle and walking animations. It's in the assets folder. we're making a top-down simple prototype where the character can walk and idle. Use the animations and rotations for it, and yeah, and make it work. Let's see how it does. It's a pretty chill prompt, you know, but we'll see. Let's see, it's cooking up. While we wait for that, guys, I mean, I'm almost gonna finish the stream, so like always, thanks for stopping by. Make sure to share your stuff on the Discord, because that's where we all active all day, every day. So yeah, whatever games you're making, whatever sprites you make, if it's not confidential, you know, share it. We love to see what you make. We also get inspired. We also get ideas from what you guys ask. Like, we love your suggestions. And if you have any problems or anything, just go to the help channel and write your questions. We'll answer anything. There's no stupid question, you know. This is an advanced tool. I mean, there's a lot of things happening. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask. And yeah, I hope you enjoy every stream. We're probably gonna be doing this every week. I don't know if every Monday, but every week definitely. It'll be good, so you guys can always be in touch with us, and you know, and ask away, and we'll always answer your questions as best as we can. So yeah, let's go back here. Yes, you can use AI with Godot, definitely. Like if you use it with your terminal and within your folder, project folder, it can definitely do stuff. And let's see. We have a scene, we have a main game scene. Let's see. Okay, we got an error. Claude code doing. Hold up. Open the project. Oh, we gotta set up the script. Huh? Nah. No, you set up the animations. I don't want to do anything. And also, we got this error. But yeah, as you can see, like Claude literally just made two scenes, like the player scene. It literally made it, and it's linking all the animations without us even touching it. Like, it usually does it without no errors. Like right now, I don't know, it's just acting up. Yeah, it should definitely work when it's done. It's thinking so much. It's like, what should I do? How should I walk? Think. But yeah, that's the only thing with Claude. Sometimes it just thinks too much, and it's. But yeah, in case you didn't know, guys, you can use Cloud Code. You can use Gemini CLI. You can use GPT Codex, and they should all work with Godot and any other engine. Honestly, I don't know if it works with Unreal, but with Unity, it should do some stuff. It should be able to do some stuff. Okay, it says it's done. Okay. Let's see. Let's run the main scene. Where's our character? I don't see no character, sir. Wait. Okay, there it is. I need to add a camera though to the character. I didn't tell Claude to do that. I'll add a little camera. Camera 2D. I'll zoom it in like by 4. And there it is. That's our character. Right now it looks a little blurry, and that's because we gotta change this little setting in the project settings of Godot. Right here, hold up. It should be in textures. So you go to rendering, textures, and the default texture filter. It should be nearest. When you set that up, you should see your character all clear. Yep. There it is. Our guy. His feet in the south walking animation are funny. Yeah, southeast looks decent. We just gotta clean it up a bit. The hairs in the east and west, we can clean them up, but we'll clean them up later in the next stream. But yeah, guys, now we have our character all imported in Godot. We could definitely drop in a map. Like, let's say we just want to do a simple prototype, right? We just want him to walk on some land, and we don't want anything else. We can export this. Look, we can export the map, unzip it. The map composite didn't export correctly, but we can get this tile, the tile set, right? We can get the tile set. We can drop it in here. Okay, we can move it from this. Okay, assets. Boom, right? Now we can go to this asset library. We can go look up tile map dual right here. Or we can go to the GitHub. It says do not download yet. We go to the GitHub of this guy that made tile map dual, right? Now we can just download this, download the zip, go back to Godot. Then we can just drag and drop this add-ons folder right here. Go to project settings, plugins, enable tile map dual, right? And then we can just so I can show you. Tile map dual. Boom. We create a new tile set. We drop our tile set in here. And now we got 2 terrains, guys. And we can draw with our tile set. We can draw a map. And it auto tiles. As you can see, it auto tiles. We can start making a real nice map. Boom. We can make some grass right here. You know. I don't know why it's not like tiling super well right now, but you get the gist, right? We can make a full map like this. Boom. Boom. And now, oh, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. This shouldn't go there. So here, delete this. Oh, is it because? Yeah. Yeah, it was stuck. Okay, so now we got our tile map layer. Okay, make a new tile set. Drop our tile set right here. Boom, boom, boom. And we should have come on, man. There we go. There we go. And now, here you go. Pretty cool. So yeah, guys. Next stream, we're gonna work actually like on the game. And probably cover, of course, other tools and stuff, other questions you guys might have. But I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found all of this helpful. Feel free to share your projects with us, your games, your art, and yeah, guys. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week. This was a nice start of the week, learning and sharing stuff. So, yeah, guys, take care. Have fun. Use the tools. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe with your friends. And also, we'll have a new video out on our YouTube channel for the map workshop, a new tutorial. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, guys, hope you have a great week. I'll catch you in the next stream. Don't forget to say hi in Discord. All right, guys, take care.